So it all starts off with Vegeta walking up to Frieza and then staring him down with that stupid smirk on his face. Right here I had to pause the episode and give him a moment of silence, cause little did he know, he was smirking for all the wrong reasons. I want y'all to listen to this.
Introducing, for the very first time, Super Saiyan Vegeta!
I beg your pardon?
That right there is how you know those back-to-back Zenkai boosts got him higher than Gojo, because this level of delusion is crazy. Bro, you are not a Super Saiyan. He even had Frieza in the back laughing at him. We all know Vegeta is not cooking. This man really got a confidence boost from packing up sorry opponents like Kui and Dodoria. This about to be the biggest reality check of his life. And I'm not gonna lie, I could not be more excited to see this. Every time Vegeta suffers, it puts a smile on my face. Matter of fact, I hope Frieza kills him. But anyway, let's get into it. Vegeta's gonna start with one of the longest power-ups I've ever seen in Z. All these theatrics and effort just to get laid out later, I'm crying. Who's gonna tell him? After like 3 minutes of pointless screaming, Vegeta is finally ready. So ready in fact, that he does his signature thumb pose, basically letting us viewers know that this match is already over. And in case you needed more proof, his opening move was to levitate a single rock and toss it at Frieza. We not even 10 seconds into the fight and I already want him subbed out. No way then they revived you and then got boomed by Frieza just for this to be your opening play. I know that post-game interview finna be crazy.
I threw a rock at him!
Of course, that sorry move does not work. No surprise there. But Vegeta wasn't done yet. He flies in trying to strike at Frieza, but he TPs out of it. He goes for another strike, but Frieza dodges it easily. Vegeta gets desperate and starts throwing out as many attacks as possible, and he's getting no hits like your local SoundCloud rapper. I can't even lie, he's going outside right now. I love to see it. We switch to Krillin and he's up there glazing, talking about some Vegeta's got him on the ropes, guys.
You stupid!
This right here is how you know Krillin does not know ball. Imagine seeing Fly about to guard Kyrie and your friend says, "Nah, Kyrie's about to get clamped."
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
Anyway, while Frieza's weaving all these attacks, he flies up and we see Vegeta smiling, showing us that his Delulu is still very much in effect. He goes up and tries hitting Frieza with a Piccolo, but this attack is way too slow. Look at this wind up. Anyone could see this coming from a mile away. Frieza teleports to avoid the attack and it had Vegeta lost as hell. Frieza really pulled a Houdini. But eventually he turns around and sees that Frieza is right behind him, arms folded and all. This is where Vegeta started quaking in his boots. You would think he'd give up after this, but nah. Vegeta's got more pride than fear. It's gonna take a lot more than magic tricks to break him.
Oh, say less.
Frieza starts rage baiting him, calling him all types of names. Called him a McDonald's billboard, a disgrace, a Yamcha. He was flaming him crazy, and Vegeta successfully fell for it. He charges up his energy and concentrates it into a large ki blast, and he fires it at Frieza. And this man Frieza's to 10 toes, not moving an inch. All that just to move last second, bro just wanted the aura farm. Like, we get it, bro, you're not scared. Vegeta sees that it did not work, and guess what he does? He fires more ki blasts, and Frieza's just flying through all of it, taking no damage. And if y'all know Vegeta, y'all know this is the point of no return. Every Vegeta fan watching this was in shambles, but the Vegeta haters were going crazy, me included. This man was firing so many ki blasts he turned into a disco ball, bright as hell. He even had Namek looking like it was the 4th of July. But y'all know how it goes. Vegeta misses every single shot, successfully going 0 for 1000. And now Frieza's just floating right in front of him, wagging his tail like a good boy, except ain't nothing good about Frieza. But this only infuriates Vegeta, causing him to reach deep into his bag of ki blast variations and pull out one final attack. He starts flying way up into the sky, and once he's high enough, he charges up as much energy as he could possibly gather, because he knows if this attack does not work, he's finished. And then he unleashes the Gallic gun, and it was looking crazy. Blast so big it could have boomed the whole map. And you wanna know what Frieza does? He flies towards it and kicks it back up into the sky. Peep the explosion. This man was really gonna destroy all of Namek, including himself, just to beat Frieza. He for real had you that shook? Look, all I'm saying is, me personally, I'm not letting a racist have me shook like that. But that's just me though.
Cap.
But yeah, Vegeta's final attack failed horribly. And now look at him, straight tears in his eyes. Frieza finally did it. He shattered this man's pride to pieces and broke him mentally. This is what happens when you keep gaslighting yourself instead of facing the facts. You were never him. Now, you're just cooked. And Frieza ain't wasting no time, immediately going on offense. He flies towards Vegeta, fast, And look at Vegeta, he's not even gonna try and move out the way. That's how you know Frieza really did a number on him psychologically. He headbutts him and sends him upwards. And while he's just chilling in the air, Frieza is right next to him doing multiple flips like he's Sukuna or something. All these Dragon Ball characters love doing random somersaults mid-fight. We got Goku going up against Cell, Trunks right before he disassembled 17, and now this. Y'all mad extra, but hey, do you I guess. He smacks Vegeta and makes him fall down dramatic as hell. This next part had me making the Stephen A. Smith face because Vegeta falls into the water and Gohan sees this and tries to go help him.
Are you serious, my brother?
Look, I admire the confidence, but slow down. You are not like that. The second you go to help him, you're getting sent straight to heaven with every Hokage. Except Tobirama. As Vegeta sinking to the bottom, Frieza pulls up and starts water bending. Which one of you taught him how to do that? I know all the Korra haters are somehow finding a way to blame Korra as we speak. Anyway, after clearing the waters, we see Vegeta laid out on the floor. But when I couldn't see his eyes, I low-key thought he was faking it. That's usually a bad sign in anime. I thought he had one more in him. But nah, Frieza picks him up by his hair and displays him in front of the camera. And y'all see that crab on his shoulder? He just takes it and eats it. For no reason. I'm telling y'all, ain't nobody safe from Frieza. And then he gives Vegeta a mean back shot. Not once, but twice. And peep the reaction, he's in agony.
Oh, this pain different. This is different pain. This is new pain.
This right here is where Frieza reveals that he could have been in Blue Lock. He kicks Vegeta once and then kicks him again, sending him all up in the air. Then he goes up to him and repeatedly elbows him in the stomach. 6 times is OD. Relax. Frieza must be having the time of his life right now. This is where all his happiness comes from, torturing people. He gives Vegeta one last elbow and whips him with his tail, making him free fall, and he crashes right into the ground. Take one look at him and you can tell he's been through it. This is almost exactly how he looked after he got jumped on Earth, except this time it was done by one person, and Frieza is still not done. He pulls up and uses his tail to pick up Vegeta, making sure he feels as much pain as possible in the process, and then he raises his fist and hits him in the spine. Even though his spine is probably spaghetti at this point, I guarantee you this is still only a fraction of the pain Spider-Man feels every day. The fact that he's still a hero is astonishing. The camera switches angles and I'm not gonna lie, this looks mad freaky from the front. Pause all of that. While he's torturing Vegeta, he turns around to talk to these two losers and Piccolo. He's telling them they can try jumping him if they feel like it, but they're all way too shook right now, so they're just like,
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
And they just keep watching in silence. And I can't even lie, it somehow got worse. Frieza's out here dropping combos all over Vegeta's backside. This is sick work. Anyone seeing this will probably be feeling sorry for it. Not me though. This gotta be one of the funniest scenes in Z to me. Y'all Vegeta fans, stay safe. And now it's time to wrap this up. This is the part that I like the most. Frieza tosses Vegeta and we see him fly past the Z fighters and hit the rocks. He lands and has rubble falling all over him. Right here is how I knew I could never hate Vegeta like Toriyama did. Cause Frieza walks over to him, steps on the rock on his stomach, and starts grinding it into his wounds until he completely crushes it. Like damn, my fault Toriyama, I didn't know he was a hater like that. You got it. Then he picks him up by the strap and is about to put an end to him. I was already out my seat celebrating, but it was too early cause Goku pulls up to stop him. Only time I was actually mad that he pulled up to save the day. But it's okay though, because even though Goku is here, Toriyama was never gonna spare Vegeta. He starts laughing at Frieza thinking he's saved, but Frieza just shuts him up with a death beam, permanently. And even though I wanted Vegeta dead, I'm not sure it should have happened like this. Goku was fast enough to deflect all the death beams with one hand, but you're telling me he couldn't move to block the one aimed at Vegeta? I don't know bro, y'all let me know. But anyway, that is the end of Vegeta on Namek. All hail the Prince of No One. Now surely, Vegeta doesn't overestimate his own strength in front of an enemy ever again, right? Right?
Okay.
Then something just snapped. Something inside of me. I didn't care anymore.